Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a new tutorial for you. In this video, I'll show you how to easily retrofit the small mini remote on your Bosch Smart System e-bike. This process is done seamlessly through the Flow app, and I'll walk you through it step by step. Before we can connect the mini remote to the e-bike, we need to download the Bosch Flow app and connect our bike to it. I've already done this in preparation to this tutorial. My e-bike is connected here in the Flow app, and what I want to do now is add a new component. To do this, I go to the settings, then to my bike, and we now have the option for the e-bike pass. Behind this is now the setting of the components where I can see which components are currently installed. And here I would now like to add a new device. I have the option to choose whether it should be an Intuvia 100 or the mini remote. In this case, the mini remote. Before we can start the process, here is some important information for you. There is a small status LED at the top of the mini remote that tells you which mode the mini remote is in. In this case, it lights up red. This means that it is not connected to any system controller and is trying to connect, but it has not yet found a suitable e-bike. Then there is the green mode. Green means that the battery inside is sufficiently charged. Orange means that the battery is weak and may need to be replaced soon. And blue is the crucial mode for us now, which means it is ready for pairing. How do we now manage to start pairing with this mini remote? This works by opening the mini remote at the back with the hinge. A small rubber cover is inserted inside, which is also the battery cover. We take it off. We also remove this small sheet, and now come to the small button cell that supplies the mini remote with power. As it works completely wirelessly via Bluetooth Low Energy, the button cell supplies it with power all the time. We now need to take it out briefly. And now, to put the mini remote into pairing mode, we reinsert the battery. This could also be a new one. If you want to replace it, please make sure that the positive pole is facing upwards. In this case, let's call it the larger side of the button cell needs to face upwards. While inserting the button cell, press and hold the minus button. Then it briefly lights up green to indicate that the battery is fully charged. Then blue, and now it is searching for the device in the Flow app. It has now found it accordingly, and via Connect, we can now pair it to your electric bike. And in a few seconds, it will have done so. Confirm with done, and we see that the mini remote control unit is also listed in the component list. And now we can control the, in this case, mountain bike via the mini remote. Once we have connected it and everything is working, we can put the battery cover back on. We place the small sheet on top. The name of the corresponding button cell and the poles are also written here again. We then put the insert back in place and can now go to the mountain bike, the e-bike, and attach the mini remote to the handlebar. The mini remote is designed to be mounted on the left-hand side of the handlebar. So basically, the whole design and haptics are optimized for the left handlebar side. I have also tested it. You could also mount it on the right-hand side without any problems. The plus and minus buttons are then swapped at the top and bottom, and the button is not quite ergonomically perfect. But in my opinion, it would also work. We simply take the mini remote and fit the clamp around the handlebars. We can now check the angle to see how it is comfortable for us. Of course, it can also be adjusted at any time. And then we take a 15mm screwdriver and use it to tighten the corresponding screw and complete the assembly. Fasten it hand tight, so that nothing wobbles and the installation is actually complete. If you want to disconnect the mini remote from your e-bike, for instance because you want to sell it without the mini remote, or want to use the mini remote on another bike, you can easily remove it via the Flow app. To do this, simply go back to the settings for your e-bike in the e-bike pass, to the components, and you can now click on the mini remote here and simply remove the device via the three-dot menu. Then you have already disconnected the mini remote from your e-bike again, and now have the option of using it on another e-bike. You can see how this works at the beginning of the video, restart the video, and then you will also find out how you can connect it to the new electric bike and use it. You are now able to retrofit a mini remote to your e-bike. A little hint perhaps. Of course, this not only works with e-bikes that have this system controller in the top tube, it also works with the classic LED remote, which is perhaps installed more often on bikes. You can also retrofit a mini remote there as you wish. Or you can retrofit it at your mate's bike without him knowing and change the support levels remotely while riding. If you want to get up to some mischief, feel free to do so. If you have any further questions, input, or feedback, please feel free to post them in the comments. Subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss any more Bosch e-bike tutorials. And of course, we are always happy to receive a like. And now I wish you lots of fun with the mini remote, and hope to see you back here on the channel soon.